Hello, Lennon.
Hi, friend.
Hey, oh, not just friend.
Colleague.
Yeah, oh, well,
Hi,
worse.
colleague.
Okay, worse. Well, actually, that segues right into what I want to talk about today. You know how you're sort of the unofficial, official sort of leader of Heaps Good?
Maybe. Perhaps.
Yeah, you perhaps. And
it depends on who you ask in our group.
Well, there's two of us, and I would say, yeah.
Okay.
So that got me thinking, because you really like to crack the whip. You really like to torture us and just make us do all the work. It really made me think, what are some cinematic villains through history that it would suck to be the henchman for? Just because I can relate quite a lot in this relationship and dynamic that me and you have.
I just think there's no problems if you get the work done on time. And if you stay back, because, you know, you're meant to be invested in the growth of this little company that we've got going on here. So, you know, I don't think it's unreasonable for you to start work at 8 in the morning and finish at midnight. And, you know, you're single, so it's not like you have a partner or kids or anything like that. So I don't think I'm being unreasonable, right?
And case in point, general audience. No, okay, so today we're just going to have a look. I've compiled a list of 5. Lennon's compiled a list of 5 of just some villains that we think it would suck to work for. Now, there might be some crossover, as always, with these little lists, but Lennon, do you want to kick us off first? Who's the first one on your list of people that sort of would suck to be a henchman for?
So when I was prepping for this video, I was just thinking to myself, like, man, who would suck to work for? Just in general. And then I thought, I've got some people in my list that they're not even villains. They're just people that would suck to work for. Like, say, for example, bit of an honorable mention here. Imagine being like the Pharaoh's guard in like the Mummy series where, you know, you're working for the Pharaoh and then he just turns around and it's like, sorry, I hate to say it, but you're going to be one of those 2 guys that have to be sealed away for eternity in a tomb and you're just going to die after like maybe a couple of days of not eating. Like, how much would that fucking suck?
Did you take notes on that? Did you maybe say that was your new content plan for the rest of Heaps Good?
No. So, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to step away from people like that or jobs like that. Cause that's not really like a henchman. It's just like, you know, you're like, I don't know, middle management at best, I guess, if you're going to be landed with one of those jobs. But the first person on my list.
Day-to-day life, we're corporate workers because you're using like, it's middle management at best.
Funny that you say that because I actually, some of my notes actually in this are kind of like corporate speak. But
same.
The first person on my list is Wormtail from Harry Potter.
Okay.
So the reason why I think his job would just suck, right? He has to work for Voldemort. First of all, that guy is like a lizard man. He's like Zuck, but fantasy Zuck. And he has to cut off his own hand for Voldemort at one point to bring him back from being like a little, I don't know, a shriveled munchkin or something like that.
That's a big ask of an employee.
Dude, that's a massive ask, especially when that's kind of like your employer is away on vacation. He's just like, and he's never coming back unless you cut off your hand. Why would you cut off your hand to bring him back? Like, you've got an eternity of just like paid leave. You're sweet, dude. And also, imagine, just for a second, if you will, a part of your job is you have to be forced to be an adolescent teenage boy's pet rat. Can you imagine the things that you would have seen?
Yeah, no,
Like,
they remember they would have got so many. What's the Mortar's map? That meme where
Marauder's map.
Yeah. It's just seeing the Wormtail and Ron Weasley in the same bed every night. You've got to explain that to someone. Someone's gonna be like, hey.
You know what? The more I think about it, I love the Harry Potter series, but the more you think about it for more than just like 2 seconds, you're like, I can see a lot of holes in this.
Yeah, the time turner.
Dude, the Weasley twins, they had the map the whole time, and they live with Ron. Like, why didn't they say anything this whole time about Peter Pettigrew?
They're very open.
Anyway,
they're very open to whatever their brother's into.
They're just like, you know what? We don't judge here. We're not going to say anything.
Allies.
But look, that's my first pick.
Okay.
I think Wormtail would just fucking suck. What about you?
Right. So, I mean, I'm going more like what villain. So your first pick would probably be like Voldemort from the unique perspective of Wormtail.
So,
okay, I get
Voldemort's mine then, yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, my first one is Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers franchise.
Oh, fuck. How did I not think of that? That's such a good pick.
I figured, because he regularly kills his henchmen. Like, what's the Will Ferrell bit where he unfreezes his cat and it comes out bald and then he burns him for however long, sends another guard down to kill him.
Mustafa or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And then like also the series climaxes with him sort of pitting, like his favorite is always his mini-me. He does have his favorites amongst his henchmen. His favorite is always mini-me. And then his son gets...
Seth Green?
Yeah, gets like this whole inferiority complex and then turns into another version of Dr. Evil, and then Mini-Me goes and joins Austin Powers. It's a mess. He does not treat his employees well at all, whether it's regularly killing them, undermining them, sort of just being incompetent as a boss in general. And then his favorite, he still ends up getting them to join the other side. I don't know. I just feel like that this is my less serious of the picks, but I think murder, he does kill people. But yeah, Dr. Evil would suck.
I don't know. Like, I mean, have you seen that really sick shark pool with like lasers on it and all that shit? Like, that's pretty cool. That's
throws
a
you
cool
into
feature.
it. Yeah, you're gonna see it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. What's your second pick?
I'm gonna go with the Joker from The Dark Knight.
That's my fifth. Yeah, okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah. Okay.
I was saving him for lucky last, but yeah, I think everyone can agree.
Purely just because that scene at the start where imagine being manipulated by your boss that you're going to get a promotion or a pay rise or a bonus only to find out that you've been whoop-de-wop. Like we've all been there, right? And all of these other goons or minions, you're all thinking that, you know, you're going to have like a sweet payday, you're in on the deal and all that stuff. And then everyone's just like shooting each other up because you've all been told all these different things from your boss, basically. So that's pretty much the main reason. Plus, he's like unpredictable as fuck.
Yeah,
he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about anything. So you never know. He might just like come up with the plan, throw you under the bus because it's like, well, I could.
Dude, even the onboarding procedure to get onto his team. Remember when he snaps that pool cue in half and is like, you guys figure it out, kill your co-workers, your previous co-workers. The onboarding process sounds like hell.
Yeah, but what if he has sweet dental? You know, what if he has dental healthcare?
Have you seen his teeth? I don't think he is.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
you raise a good point.
No, you're telling me Joker was on my list too, and yeah, pretty much any version of the Joker. There's cartoon versions of the Joker where he tests his Joker toxin on his goons. So yeah, there's never, and also his biggest goon or one he goons to, Harley Quinn.
Oh
yeah, thank you, I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, Harley Quinn, he chucks into toxic radiation and emotionally tortures her forever. So yeah, okay, I think.
Or imagine just being Jared Leto's Joker goon, just putting up with his bad acting, or him just going honka honka like, all the time,
and that's
just
enough.
putting up with that.
Yeah, that's enough. All right,
that's enough to drive any sane man. Well, insane, I guess. I don't fucking know. You take the mic away from me.
yeah, I'm taking it. All right, well, my second pick, I guess my second pick was Joker. My third pick is Immortan Joe from Mad Max.
Oh, I was going to pick that one.
Yeah, so like, okay, being a war boy, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounds fun for a weekend. I wouldn't mind it. But like living your life as like a junkie car guy that gets his body thrown into, you know, your whole point is to die amazingly and while jacked up on inhalants doesn't sound like a great job long term. I'll do a summer. Do you want to this summer live our lives like some war boys from Mad Max universe?
It sounds like you just asked me if I want to go to Logan for the summer.
Yeah, just let's do some inhalants and drive Commodore Falcons.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I mean, being a war boy sounds fun for a little bit, but living your life like that, well, it'd be a short life anyway, and they all look junky and like just like they haven't eaten in a while. We'd be the healthiest looking war boys for sure.
Yeah, 100% until we got a tumor.
Yeah, until we got a tumor. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah. All right. What's your next pick? You're on your third now.
Well, I've literally just got one reason only for this one. Excellent. And it's Lord Farquaad. And imagine being, the executioner guy who just has to work for Lord Farquaad, and he's just a fucking incel, dude. Like, he would ask you to do the weirdest and most bizarre shit. And I just feel like if you're in that job, you'd see some stuff, you know, the stuff that no one should really see. So, you know, I feel like you obviously wouldn't be treated with respect.
Yeah.
And Farquaad is the type of guy to, you know, shift his own failures onto those around him.
Doesn't the magic mirror bust him jacking off in one scene?
Oh, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so
you know, kids'
Louis
movies were different
CK's
back then. They used to show a lot more than what they do now, I think.
Yeah, it's basically a Louis CK situation.
Oh my God.
So you might be able to come out of that. All right, my next one is Bill from Kill Bill. So this is just I just figured this is a walking HR violation. So, I mean, big spoilers for these movies, but the entire plot is that the boss has a love affair with the bride, gets her knocked up, and then spends the rest of the time trying to kill her. That's not how you deal with a HR violation. Normally you have a nice elderly woman there and she mitigates everything. You don't try to offer. And then the rest of the Deadly Viper assassination squad that goes after the bride through the rest of these movies gets mercilessly picked off, and he doesn't really help. I know they're sort of disbanded at the time of the movies, but I mean, there's no benefits to really working for Bill other than get knocked up, get murdered, and then run for the rest of your life from someone that actually survived it. So that's I think Bill's a good one. Great movies.
Yeah, that's just great movies. That sounds depressing though.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's another Louis C.K. situation. We all remember when he hunted down. I'm gonna stop bringing up Louis C.K. Lennon, what is your fourth pick?
So when you pitched this idea to me, I think the most iconic of what like flooded to my head immediately was the relationship or the dynamic between Frankenstein and Igor. So, Igor has been and Frankenstein has been, in a metric fuck ton of movies, and I haven't seen the new Frankenstein movie, so I don't even know if Igor's in it. Okay, well, there you go. But I feel like Frankenstein is the epitome of like this mad genius who will just get Igor to do whatever the fuck he needs for him, and he does not give a single shit about Igor whatsoever. I feel like he bullies him and he makes him, experiment on corpses, or, he has all these near-death experiences, and his well-being means nothing to Victor. So any mental health days off, that's not happening.
No. Also, hot take. If Frankenstein can bring someone back from the dead, why can't he fix Igor's hunchback situation?
I don't know. I think it's funnier if he doesn't, It's just...
I love that you wanted to cut out the first time you said that, and you just said it again.
Yeah. No, it's not that he looks funny. I'm not discriminating, but it's just the idea. It's like, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's
another reason he's a horrible boss.
I could help you.
It's the employee. It's the carrot on the. He's like, I will help you eventually. That's probably what's happening. That's the only.
He's not gonna do all of these ridiculous tasks for me if I just fix all of his problems. No, I gotta promise that I'm gonna fix all of his problems. I'm gonna dangle that carrot. You're absolutely right.
No, fair.
Sorry.
Fair. Okay, I see that. All right. I'll go into my last pick because we did share the Joker.
Yeah.
My last pick is Jigsaw from the Saw franchise. He has like a couple accomplices, some that he forces into it, but there's three main ones that are like his proteges. Obviously, that's Amanda, Detective Hoffman, and Dr. Lawrence Gordon. Right. I mean, to become his henchman, you have to survive one of his traps. Amanda survives the classic reverse bear trap.
That's so shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think Detective Hoffman's the only one that doesn't. He's using Jigsaw's crimes to cover up his own corrupt police work, but like Amanda survives the reverse bear trap. Dr. Lawrence Gordon survives the famous bathroom trap where he has to chop off his leg. But then okay, excellent. You work for Jigsaw. You're doing your own thing. All three of these actually two of them. I don't know what happens to Lawrence Gordon, but you end up dying by a saw trap anyway. So even Detective Hoffman ends up sealed in a trap and dies. Amanda ends up sealed in a trap and dies. You either enter through a trap. Amanda gets it worse because she enters through a trap and leaves through a trap. Either way, you're stuck in a Jigsaw trap. That's not great for anyone.
Yeah, that sucks. But is the pay good though?
I don't think so. Have you seen how dirty those movies are? I don't think they're living in squalor. One of them's died.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure Jigsaw's dead by the third movie. So
it's jobs like that, Cam, where I think that it's important that you try your hardest to be the personality type and you just try and keep the boss entertained. So that way he doesn't, turn around and go,
That's definitely.
I've got the perfect trap for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Be the personality hire if ever we find ourselves working for Jigsaw.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, that's my 5. You've got one more, don't you?
Okay, so mine is more like a broad one.
Okay.
A nameless Imperial officer under Darth Vader.
See, I was wanting to say Darth Vader or the Emperor, but I sort of wanted to say that for you. If none of us said that, I was going to...
I would have been disappointed.
Yeah.
Imagine having to deliver any bad news whatsoever to him. And you're not even safe if you're trying to do a remote Teams call, because he can choke you out remotely.
Yeah.
You're not safe from him. And
sorry, I'm not turning my camera on today. I'm a bit sick.
the only person who could stand a chance against him, I think, is Grand Moff Tarkin, but he's like arguably just as scary as Darth Vader, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd hate to be one of those like nameless Imperial officers. I just think that would be the worst fate to have.
The buck doesn't even stop at Darth Vader, you know? Like if you have a problem with your boss, you're like, oh, I'll go above their head. Above his head is the Emperor.
The Emperor's, you know, the Emperor is mean in a different way. The Emperor is just sassy, so he'll actually just say something like really mean to you, and
I'd rather get choked out.
You'll have emotional scarring. I'd rather just be choked out like a bitch. You know, it's like that. Have you seen that SNL skit with Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, and
undercover boss?
Undercover boss thing is like all these people who've pretended to be choked out, but they just like, you know, put on a wig or like change their name tag or something like that.
That's where I was also going to go. Is like after your boss gets fired, Darth Vader and the Emperor die, the next guy up is just as bad. You got General Hux and you got Kylo Ren. It's not a great company to work for, to be honest.
It's literally like that movie Horrible Bosses, where one of the bosses is like a really great guy, but then he dies of a heart attack, and then Colin Farrell, his son, comes in and he's just the fucking worst.
That is Kylo Ren. That is
100%.
Also, what's the chances that they're probably going to blow up your homeworld, especially Kylo Ren, because they just willy-nilly take out a bunch of them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
can't even go holidaying back at home.
You know, somewhat. Yeah, that's true. I like to think that out of all of these bosses, I like to think that we almost found an approach to be able to actually manage, like, survive through these jobs no matter how shit they are. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like, what? Be the personality hire for Jigsaw, maybe just do a temporary working situation for Immort and Joe. I get it. I don't think there's any ways around Darth Vader or Lord Farquaad, arguably two of the worst on this list. Putting those two together. But yeah, no, okay, all right. So today, I think we've come up with a list of 9 because we both agreed on the Joker. That guy can't be trusted with any form of working for. That would be a horrible situation.
Don't put me in a room with Jared Leto.
But yeah, okay, that's 9 horrible bosses or bad people to henchmen for. So we found a list of 9. If we wanted to make it 10, we could add you to the list, Lennon. But
wow,
I think no.
Well, to be fair, I mean, no one's getting paid just yet, so there's that too.
See, you're the Jigsaw of this company.
No!
No, all right. Well, that concludes our list. We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.